It's Infrastructure Week on Look at This with our Desmond Shaw, looking at some of the facilities that power modern society. Tonight, he flies to Torrance to check out where our gasoline comes from.
Well, take a look at this huge facility in the South Bay. This is the Torrance Refinery, and it's been producing the fuels that have moved Southern California for close to 100 years. The city of Torrance says the refinery opened in 1929 after the General Petroleum Company purchased this massive swath of land, about 700 acres off the modern-day 405 freeway and Crenshaw Boulevard. Initially, most of the oil came here from Kern County. Back then, Torrance and most of Southern California was still primarily agricultural, and people shuttled around on the Pacific Electric Railway, but with cars becoming increasingly popular and the birth of commercial aviation on the horizon, it was easy to see the petroleum refining would be a very lucrative business. Most people have known this facility as the ExxonMobil refinery, but in 2016, it was purchased by PBF Energy. Some facts and figures from their website. This one refinery processes about 166,000 barrels of oil every single day. That comes out to about 1.8 billion gallons of gas every year. The refinery produces 20% of the gasoline demanded in Southern California, about 10% for the entire state. Crude oil gets here from pipelines that run from the San Joaquin Valley and the ports of Los Angeles, and it's turned not just into gas for our cars, but also diesel fuel for big trucks, marine fuel for watercraft, jet fuel for aviation, and liquefied petroleum gas for propane and butane. Now, you can't talk about a refinery without mentioning all the environmental issues, of course. Residents near refineries have long complained about higher rates of cancer and asthma from the emissions from these refineries. There was a pretty high-profile explosion here in 2015 as well. The Daily Breeze says that 4 workers were injured, and the blast was so powerful it registered a small earthquake. And a huge tank of highly toxic modified hydrofluoric acid was also nearly ruptured, and the use of that substance is an entirely separate controversy worth reading more on. Regardless, as of this look, fossil fuels and oil refineries are still one of the primary movers of modern society, and this refinery plays a huge role in that. Taking a look at an energy titan in Torrance from SkyCal, I'm Desmond Shaw.